All right, so we are back with another unboxing. Actually, I guess this is technically an unbagging. But so what we're into today is I can show you better than I can explain it. So I stumbled across these four bags at a flea market, and the lady sold them to me. They were $1 a piece. Actually, they're not all four. The shot. My bad. Okay, yeah, I'm way off of my shot. So I bought these four bags that you see right here. What these are Eraseez. Um, can't say I've ever heard of these. Had no idea they existed, but I was puzzled at first when I found them because I didn't know if I had just found. I was hoping that they were build and brawl figures, but I just knew what it was a bag full of parts. And there's a head inside each one of them. Like this one's the Rock. This one, which is much bigger and way more parts, is the Big Show. There's Daniel Bryan in this one. And I believe Dolph Ziggler will be your last one. So, yeah, we're going to crack these open. And what I've done is I've went ahead and set up a bit of a display back behind it because I want to do a slight comparison. So size-wise, compared to what you have is your Rumblers over here. This is a Nano. It's actually metal figurines. I have a little men on card collection of them. I have this Bray Wyatt's men on card still. I've just stumbled across them at flea markets for $1 a piece. So you have your Nano, your Rumblers. Then back here, these peach colored ones are muscle figures. So you have your muscles, Rumblers, your Nano. I'm trying to see what these actually are. I don't know who made these. Let's see if I can figure that out real quick. I don't think it's Mattel. I believe it's just no, it is Mattel. So these are Mattel also that make these. I'm pretty sure the Mattel made the muscles. They made the Rumblers. I don't think they have anything to do with these Nano ones, which it's basically one of these figure. It's not even on the My bad. So it's basically one of these right here, but in metal cast. So this one, I don't even know what this one is. I don't know. It's a very off-brand version. It looks very cheap, like almost like a knockoff. But let's crack these open. Let's see what's got to be done. I think technically these things are erasers, which is even stranger. So let's see. Let's see what we end up. We got a torso. I guess we'll start with that. And if you notice, they have these little pegs kind of on them, and that's what you connect them. So I think we just take Dolph Ziggler's head, and how easy it's gonna be. Okay, yeah, I can feel the texture, the eraser texture now. So that actually fits better than I expected. It's kind of surprising. Don't know why it won't focus, but let's see if we can slap a couple arms onto it. Make sure, put them on right. So it's difficult for me. I'll put the piece together and then show it to the camera. It's just too hard to try to keep it in the view of the camera and still do it. So it's just a little easier for me. Also, if you're interested in any of the other vintage wrestling stuff, I just need to know. Leave a comment. Let me know what it is that you want to see. Do you want to see this newer stuff? The Mattel stuff? I don't I never collected it until I started the YouTube channel, and then I had people asking about the newer stuff, and I was like, well, maybe I'll collect a little bit of it. So I've been picking it up as I go, but that's just not where my my like what this is not what I so much like to collect. I prefer the older vintage stuff. It's just what I like, but that arm really does not fit very good. Almost looks like it's ripping. That's the problem I thought I would run into with these things. These are very, very strange. So, I guess that's his torso. His trunks. Pop the torso on. Yeah, that one arm just fit very, very weird. Don't really know why, but hopefully the rest of this stuff fits a little better. And we'll go through these. I don't know that I'll be able to unbox and put together all of them on this. I don't plan on doing a really long live feed, but we'll do what we can while we're here. See, this is weird. It just doesn't want to. What a wild design. Make erasers. And then you put them together. I think. Oh, see, that ripped again. This one ripped. I hate it. I don't like it at all. That's lame. Alright, so this one's ripped already. Maybe I can glue it together and just leave it as a solid figure after it's done. I figured though. I mean, if you think about what an eraser's made of, it's not like that stuff lasts forever. It starts to become kind of brittle after a while. That's a bummer. Yeah, that one just ripped too. Wow, what a crappy design. It's really bad. I should have put the feet on before I put the legs on. Alright, so I got this one together. Look at how goofy this thing is. But now we can compare it to the, at least size-wise, to the Rumblers and stuff. That's actually a kind of a cool figure. The legs ripped on the sides, I'll show you. So, if you notice there on the leg, see that rip? It ripped right there. Did the same thing on the inside there. But, all in all, for an eraser, I gotta say, pretty good. What do we do now? I say we do the Big Show. And then, yeah, let's do the Big Show. It's got a ton of parts for it to go together. So let's see what it consists of. So, a lot more parts than the other ones. Their torso is actually a torso, solid torso, and then you put the singlet over it, I guess. Let's see if I can do this one on camera. Definitely a better design so far for putting it together. I have to at least give them that. That locked in really good. It was very simple. Let's do the back. See how easy it is. See, so much better. So much better. I'm definitely the Dolph Ziggler. Not the biggest fan, but we'll see how this one goes. Let me just. This one's going together really nice. I probably shouldn't jinx it by saying anything, but so far so good. Yeah, everything's sliding right on. We got arms. So as long as these arms don't totally goof me up. Oh, it slid in really good too. The first one did. Let's see if the second one does. Okay. Now if that one would have fit together like this one, I would be even more impressed. I like this. This is nice. So not the most detailed Big Show figure. What's up, Noah? But wow, pretty interesting. Not to mention, they stand better than most other figures. So right now we have well, here, comparison. Let's do, actually, here's the Big Show. Let's do that. Take the Big Show from here. We'll put him there. So there's the Big Show next. Oh, hang on. My bad. The Big Show next to the Big Show. Pretty close. And then what? We take put an Andre there too. Muscle. So let's do. Now I know I have an issue with this one. So I have 4 of them total. We've done these 2 already. I'm really impressed with the Big Show. It came out really, really good. Snapped together very, very easy. There's something wrong with this one. So I'm going to save it to the end. That way I can explain a little better. But Eraseez. That's crazy. That, you know, they've managed to turn an eraser into a figure. I dig it. So, alright, so now we got the Rock. Let's see if, hopefully this one stays together. We'll save the head for the end. Here's all the parts. There's your torso, which I'm going to snap it together real quick. Put the trunks on. Put the trunks onto it. Also the arms. That should be this one. See, this fits so much better. That's a really, I hate that first one did that. And well, I mean, I guess if I have to glue one and that's it, that's cool. I can handle that. I'll glue it together. You just won't be able to get it apart anymore, but that's fine. I'll make it a permanent. So we got trunks, well, kinda halfway on. Trunks and arms. So far, the Rock's going together pretty good. Here's one of the legs. One in pretty good. Second leg. Come on. Oh no. Man. Ooh, I'm having trouble with this one leg. Ah, I got it. Okay. I ended up knocking the whole torso off of doing it, but I got it. So, there we have the Rock's body. All put together. I just put the head on. It's probably the closest when it comes to likeness to on the heads. I think the Rock one's gonna have to definitely be. It just won't focus. Whatever. Pops right on. Okay, I thought the Big Show one was my favorite. I think the Rock, this Rock figure takes it. Like, I'm impressed. They did a hell of a job on this one. And that's an eraser that was in pieces. So, yeah. Kind of a weird way to hold your arms. But, you know, you got Ziggler back here pointing at himself. You got the Rock doing the pterodactyl arms. And Big Show with the where's the weight room pose. Alright. Last one. Let's get to this very last one. Okay. Daniel Bryan. Now, remember, these are erasers. They're called Eraseez. These are from 2011. I just found them the other day. Paid $1 a piece for them. And yeah, they're erasers that are also figures. So here's why I know there's something wrong with this one. It's not painted. The boots and stuff are not painted. They're supposed to be red, and I'll show you after I get this one together that these are actually, the boots and stuff are supposed to be red to match the rest of the deco on the outfit. I don't know why they managed to mess that up, or if there was reasoning behind it, but dang, I got a feeling this one's not going to go together very good. It's another one that's got like finer points to it. The connection points are just, they're too delicate and small, like pointy. They end up breaking off. And like we were saying, it's an eraser. It's actually, it's a it would be how old? 14-year-old eraser. So probably not holding together the best. I cannot already. I'm giving up on the first leg. Let's try the second one. Doesn't look like I'm gonna have very good luck with it either. Oh, hang on. I may have got that one. No, not quite. Okay, I got that leg to go. I think I may have figured out a little bit of a trick to getting them to fit. I hope. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is going to end up looking like he doesn't have, basically doesn't have boots. See, these legs are not going to stay. I hate this. Figures. Get to the last one, and it's just going to be aggravating and a struggle and not work. Come on, work with me. Oh, no. See, when I do get them on there, it's like they just want to come right back off. That's pretty rough looking. The legs are just, the pads, the knee pads, and the kick boots are supposed to be, it's all supposed to be red. So it's definitely looks a bit goofy. Alright, I got the head to go on. 2 arms. And then I'll show you what this thing is actually supposed to look like if we get it put together compared to what we get here. Because it's definitely a mistake by the factory where they didn't paint the deco on the legs at all. It's missing all the red. And these things, it's not like these are the most decoed figures either. They're very plain. If they have any color, they spent time and painted the wrist tape here, white wrist tape. But yeah, let's drop down here. Let's see if we can get this to go together now without the legs falling off. Yep, there they went. See? Dude, they're already starting to kind of like chip apart. It's really weird. Okay, I think that's probably as good as I'm going to get it. Yeah, that's not bad. But as you can see, the legs are flesh colored. The kick pads, the boots, everything flesh colored. That's a major mistake by the factory. So here's what these all consist of. They're called, once again, they're called Eraseez. They're made by Mattel, I believe. There is a total of nine figures in this. They're actually erasers too. So you get the Big Show there, which we have. The Daniel Bryan. See, it's supposed to have all that red. Look at this. We got Barefoot Daniel Bryan. Barefoot Bryan is what we got. But, yeah, as you see there, it's definitely supposed to have all kinds of red deco. The knee pads and the boots, kick pads are supposed to be all red. So they goofed up there. Then you have Dolph Ziggler, which we have right there. There's a Cena, of course. Randy Orton. There's a Ryback, which actually has some deco a little bit on it, a little red and black. He has a little bit of deco, which is surprising. But then you have Sheamus. There is a Miz, and then the last one is The Rock. Yeah, he's got a very weird pose. So there you have it. That is WWE Mattel Eraseez. 4 out of 9. I imagine I will. This is from 2011. I imagine I'll never see the other ones. If I do, I'll try to finish the collection. The likeliness of me finding those other 5 is very, very, very low. But, you know, the modern day thing would be the Knuckle Crunchers, I believe. But, I mean, you new toy collectors can be mad at me all you want. Those Knuckle Cruncher things are not, they're not as good as the Rumblers. They just can't be. I'm sorry. And the Rumblers have their articulation, they move. Sometimes they do like a weird, I don't know, action stuff. Like this Shawn kicks. It's in kick position. It's pretty wild. The Cena does the you can't see. Oops. I knew that was bound to happen eventually. The Cena does the you can't see me pose. I'm going to go through all my Rumblers and set them up different. Undertaker does his, you know, raise the lights pose. Kane did his. Here's one of my favorites for no other reason other than he didn't get enough figures. For as toyetic as this guy is, he did not get enough figures. Just my own personal opinion, but yeah. So you have it. Just a reminder, I will be doing unboxings on the regular. It is just something that I'm going to integrate into the channel. I will be doing them live. No heads up, really. I'm just going to get into them and do them. I have tons of things to unbox. This room is absolutely stuffed full of old school wrestling memorabilia. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to open it all eventually. We have so much stuff to do. There's some newer stuff every now and then, but mainly all the old stuff. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. I will be unboxing a fairly rare, which I've had people telling me don't do it. Don't unbox that. Keep it on cart. The Series 1 Jakks Pacific from 2004 Bret Hart with the title. So this is Jakks Pacific Classic Superstars. It is Series 1, the very first one. And I was actually kind of surprised. I was seeing these on eBay for over $30, and they were smashed flat, and the figure was actually broke, and people were buying it. So yeah, we're gonna crack that open too. We'll review it. We have so much stuff to do here. We're actually kind of far behind. If you don't like the older stuff, know that I will be mixing in newer stuff also. There is a the Brett was from 2004. This from it's Daniel Bryan from 2013, maybe 13 or 14. Um, what else? I have a lot of stuff that we could unbox that I just haven't had a chance to get to. A bunch of superstars. How about this? Masters of the Universe. Roddy Piper. I don't know what series this is. It's from 2020. So not really that old. 5 years old. So I try my best to mix it up a little bit for you guys. Keep some of the newer stuff coming in to entertain you newer collectors, while at the same time trying to focus as much as I can on my classic and vintage wrestling stuff. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button. We're building the channel. It's growing fairly quick. We hit 100 just a little while ago. Channel's new, but yeah, this is a collection built with no internet and no mail order. If I didn't see this and find it in person, it's not in my collection. I have rules. You cannot use the internet. You cannot use mail order. That makes things too easy, and anybody could build a collection if you do that. So join me if you want to see what we get into. This is about 2.5 years worth of collecting. So God only knows where we end up. Thanks for your time. I'll see you on the next one. Go out and pig hunt.